Get ready, because we're talking about isekai again. And I wanted to make this video after the one that I uploaded last because do I still think that isekai are overdone in certain areas? Yes, because they are. But the show that made me see the spark again and showed me that how amazing isekais can still really be is Mushoku Tensei. And I know this one has been getting tons of praise, and it's well deserved, so let's get down to why I think this anime will be a new core for isekai, and we might stop seeing repeat isekais of massive big elf tit. Shogu Tensei being adapted from a light novel and animated by Studio Bind, and I didn't know this until I heard, but they made just one group to solo focus on the show, and it's really noticeable. And not just the quality of the show, but just in the slight world building it teases you with, the story that hooks you very fast from the beginning. So I got caught up to Mushoku Tensei, and my god, did this show make me realize why I used to watch every season of isekai. This is not being hidden anymore, but when it first started, it was hidden by, well, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack on Titan, the controversy of Redo of a Healer. I'm not going to talk about Redo of a Healer. Let's just keep it where it should be, forgotten. But let's talk about a show infinitely better, Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation. After being killed in the real world, shockingly, our main character is reincarnated as a baby by the name of Rudius Greyrat and lives under the care of Paul, who was probably a hentai protagonist in his last life because everyone wants this man. I was a hentai protagonist that got transferred to a different world, so I used the power that I have to bed the demon queen. Shit, I kinda wanna read that. Can someone make that please? Thank you. And Zenith, Rudius' mother and Paul's wife. As he goes through the early stages of life, being lewd towards the maid because even though he was put into a new life as a baby, he can goof around because he still has the mind of a 32-year-old weeb slob, meaning he saw free real estate as a baby to be lewd, with no one knowing a thing. But as he grew up, one day taking just a simple step out of the protection of his home, he was afraid, and his past life was full of bullying to the point where they would just straight up come to his home, messing with him. But as he left the protection of his home, he saw that the world, it's not that scary. And you can see that after he started to leave his old life, he opened up to more things. This is why I think Mushoku Tensei somewhat revitalized isekais for me, because isekais have always had the idea behind them of starting a new life in a different world. But 9 times out of 10, they become your basic overpowered main character, gets all the girls because he's dense as a brick, and they find that hot. But with Mushoku Tensei, Rudius takes the new life that he actually has and makes a change for the people he cares about. He sees things that he never did in his old life, almost being killed. Saved by Ghislaine, the bodyguard for Riza, the daughter of a lord he started to teach for a job so he can pay for his childhood friend in this new world and him to go to a high magic school. But he sees this kidnapper die in front of him. No head, just a bloody mess, a stump. No classic anime reaction sound, just his hand stained in blood. As he looks, he comes to understand this is his new life, and stuff like this can happen. You can die. And this scene right here is what made a lot of people love this show even more for reasons like this. And also the tropes that they use. There's a small tsundere girl and a childhood friend, but it does it in such a way that it makes it feel like they're actually more than just those tropes. They give them depth, they give them actually good character reactions. It's not just some shell that's just the embodiment of the tropes. The pacing of the show is slow at first, and it still was in the later episodes, but you can tell they didn't want to rush it because they put so much love into each episode in places that mattered. I didn't find an episode that I didn't see something that made me think, oh, here comes trope 1001. They did a good job of blending it into the story, giving it sometimes a slice of life vibe or sometimes a fantasy and isekai vibe. And then they were able to blend all three together to make the perfect mix, which gives you Mushoku Tensei. This is one of the reasons why I think this show is going to be an influence to newer isekais for a long time to come. If you all did enjoy this video, please hit the like, subscribe bell, all the things that make this channel grow and do well, because I am having a great time doing this and I have some amazing things planned for all of us. So, thank you all for watching this video about such an amazing show, and I will see you next time, everyone. Bye.